I'm back. Your girl is back. Give me 2 seconds and I'll be able to show my face in just then. All right. Yo, I'm back. Your girl is back in 3, 2, 1. Hi. I know it's been a minute. I'm back. I'm back. It's your host, your homie, Miss Breezy, coming to you with a brand new podcast. Brand new, brand spanking new. Gonna be talking about recapping what happened last on Hi Lena Boo. Hi Lena Boo Boo. Anywho, we're gonna recap what happened on what's that dang name of the darn pay-per-view? WrestleMania Backlash. Because a lot happened. Yeah, a lot happened. A lot of crazy ish happened. But we're gonna go ahead and kick it off with the kickoff show. Sheamus had issued an open challenge to any superstar for his United States Championship. Ricochet was the one that accepted the challenge and was like, okay, yep, I'm gonna come get this championship. Hold on, my camera. All right. So, and Ricochet didn't capture the United States Championship, but he did do something that I'm waiting to see what's gonna be the repercussions of it tonight on Raw. Ricochet grabbed Sheamus's coat and hat and put them both on. Did the dab. And I was like, yep, this is him finna get ready to turn heel. This is gonna be good. We'll see what happens tonight on Raw. Alright, on the main show, the Raw Women's Championship kicked off the entire show. The Raw Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, defended her title against Asuka and Charlotte Flair. Before we even get to the match, I just want to talk about, I know y'all can't see my face, I just want to talk about Charlotte's gear. Charlotte's gear was top notch, top level. When she came out, I said, did she really just pull off the Cruella de Vil look and it fit her so well? I like the whole design of it. The coat could have been, the colors on the robe could have been flipped and it still would have worked. But hey, it's Charlotte Flair and it worked. It worked out perfectly for her. So Rhea ended up retaining the championship. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the match again, but I don't know why Charlotte broke up the pin. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But as I said, Rhea retained the championship. But I do think that it's not the last we're gonna see of Charlotte and Rhea. They're gonna end up meeting in Hell in a Cell, which is the next pay-per-view on June 20th, I believe, which was supposed to be for Money in the Bank. Sorry if my hands are doing this. I can talk like that with my hands. But before this next match, this was during the kickoff show, I think was when it happened. Dominic was getting prepared for his tag team match with his dad, Rey Mysterio, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Dirty Dogs consisted of Dolph Ziggler, and they got him named Robert Roode, but I'm still call him Bobby Roode. Basically was antagonizing him, being bullies, and ended up attacking him and eventually throwing a couch or whatever it was on top of him, injuring his ribs. So, moments before the match, Ray and Dominic were in the doctor's trainers area trying to see if Dominic was able to go out there and do the match. Dominic was like, "Yeah, I can go out there." Da, da, da. But Ray being the dad that he is, he was like, "No, you're not finna do it. I'll just go out there and do it myself." So get out there. Ray's for majority of the match, Ray was out there by himself, holding his own. I shall say, there's a reason why he's lasted so long in the industry, because hey, he can do it all. Just before, was it Dolph or Bobby? One of the two was getting ready to get the pin on Ray. Dominic came out and was telling his dad, "Hey, I can compete in the match." Blah blah blah. Long story short, Dominic and Ray are the first ever father-son tag team champions, specifically for SmackDown. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. Whether it'll be them and the Dirty Dogs again, this time in Hell in a Cell. Or would this be the one time where this starts to set up for Jimmy and Jay to eventually get the titles from Dominic and Ray? We'll see. Alright, so we come to the part of the darn show where I was just really confused at first, because I didn't know what the heck was happening or why it was happening. But moments before this match, I'm going to tell you the match in a minute. Moments before this match, we see John Morrison heading to what was called the Lumberjack locker room, going to talk to the other superstars, telling them, "Hey, if you know what's in your best interest, you're going to help the Miz win the match against Damian Priest." So John goes in there, and basically when he opens the door, it's all dark and gloomy. What do we see? Zombies. So I'm like, okay, what the heck is happening here? And it didn't register in my brain that the movie Army of the Dead featuring Batista is getting ready to come out, and it didn't click until I saw the commercial for it. I was like, oh, that's why they, okay, now it makes more sense. So come time for Miz and Morrison this is after Miz and Morrison came down to the ring, do what they do, blase. They get met by the zombies coming from all corners of the arena, like down the ramp, off to the left side, right side, under the ring, from the ringside area. It was crazy. But in the end, the lumberjack zombies ended up eventually helping Damian Priest win the match. During the match, though, the funniest part to me was that John Morrison was trying to take out the zombies. Hi, morning, Claire. Morning, Doc. Hi, guys. Yeah, we're just recapping what happened on WrestleMania Backlash last night, talking through the whole zombie fiasco and how the zombies eventually took out John Morrison, and then at the end of the match, the rest of the zombies took out The Miz. It was funny. What else? Hey, yay! Yay! Listen, you'll learn that I'm random, very very random. I need to add commands to shout you and Elena out, and I need mods for real. But I ain't gonna do that till after I get affiliate, because I'm still building my way up. But I need the results. Oh Lord, let's see. What else happened on the show last night? Oh, Bianca Belair retained her SmackDown Women's Championship. Listen, Claire, Elena, I will message y'all on Discord once I'm done, and I will let let both of y'all know. I don't know how many mods I'm gonna have, but I know for sure you and I think maybe you and Claire, Elena and Claire. I will more than likely make y'all mods. I'll probably get like one or two more just in case. Anyways, as I was saying, Bianca Belair retained her SmackDown Women's Championship. And the way she ended up retaining caused Bayley to have a whole panic attack. No, like a whole meltdown after the match. Now, at one point during the match, Bayley goes to grab for Bianca's braid. Now, I'm a whole black woman, as you can tell. The one thing we do not play about is somebody messing with our hair. Period. We hate that with a passion. We do not like when other people grab our hair without us knowing or anything like that. So Bayley goes to grab Bianca's braid, and she tries to do a ripcord and get the pin, but it didn't work. So take that little small snippet and take it to the end of the match. Bianca has rolled her up for the pin, but if you notice, a part of her braid is wrapped around Bayley's leg, but she's not. It looks like she's not holding on to it. So Bianca picks up the win. Bayley is pissed. She's tearing up the announce table. She's saying that Bianca cheated. You are holding on to her braid, and basically, and that's how she got the pin. So of course she's upset right now. Oh, the WWE Championship match: Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley. Well, Bobby Lashley is and still is the champion. I low key, I ain't gonna lie, I low key wanted Drew to pick up the win and get the title back, but it didn't work out that way. I don't think we've seen the last of Lashley. Great to have you with us. Hold on, let me turn this down real quick. Yeah, Claire, I wanted your fellow Scot to win. I love Drew McIntyre. I've always loved Drew McIntyre. Even in his first stint with WWE, I've always liked Drew McIntyre. I didn't want Bobby to retain, but he did. I was unsure about Braun Strowman, but I definitely was one of the ones who was like, yes, give it back to Drew and let him do what he do. Okay, pause on me talking about what happened last night. Right now on Monday Night Raw, Bobby Lashley is. I want them to do something with on. Yeah, I hadn't, and see that's the thing. I haven't watched anything. Well, I've watched bits and pieces of NXT UK, but I haven't really seen much of Noam. I know he's a good wrestler. They really need to expand storylines outside of the main core of people that they use. But pause. Right now on Monday Night Raw, of course they're recapping his win from last night on Backlash. But I'm assuming he's getting ready to have some sort of celebration because he got some girls with him. By him I mean Bobby Lashley. But I want to see. It's not the last that I personally think it's not the last time we're gonna see Lashley and Drew competing for the championship. At least for right now. That's cool. Yeah, I just want WWE to start using the other people on their rosters outside of the main core of people. I mean, right now, like for example, right now Roman Reigns is probably on his best run as a champion in his whole career. So I don't want that to change right now. I really don't. Although yeah, they really do. They really do, and I have to give credit where credit is due, especially with NXT. Triple H and Shawn and that whole NXT crew know how to utilize their talent. But to back you up on that last statement, I completely and totally 100%, 1,000,000,000 bajillion percent agree with you on that one, Claire. I have been waiting for the longest time for Cesaro to win a major title. Now, when he first came into WWE, I was not feeling him, but he grew on me for real, and especially now seeing him on both sides of the coin, seeing him in the ring and on Up Down Down with the party. I genuinely want Swiss to win a major championship, whether it's the WWE, Universal, either one. I need to see him win a major championship because I feel like he could have a solid run as a champion, a major champion at that. Which is why I don't think we've seen the last of Roman and Cesaro, because Cesaro took Roman to the limit in the match last night. Cesaro could have easily, not I want to say easily, he could have won that match. Cesaro could have won that match last night, but of course, the way WWE has Roman booked right now, it made sense to put Roman over again as a dominant champion. Speaking of Roman Reigns, I was on Twitter last night after the pay-per-view had gone off, and I kept seeing all of these tweets of whether it was for Bianca or it was for Roman. Specifically, this first tweet was for Roman, and I was like, anyway, I genuinely cannot stand when people make idiotic comments on Twitter, especially when they are not the type to know what they're talking about. They just one of them troll fans that just like to say stuff just because. So, this particular tweet that I had seen, somebody had said that they were tired, that this had been like the third or fourth major championship match that Roman used the same submission move. And I respectfully told them, I said, but with the way WWE has him booked, it makes total sense the way he keeps using his submission move. Because early on in his career, he did not have one submission move. He may have had like one or two moves and then the spear. His repertoire has grown a lot, especially now since him being Universal Champion. But pause on this conversation. Right now, Drew McIntyre is in the ring talking to Bobby Lashley. MVP, shut up. Anyway, but yeah, they were saying that they were tired of seeing Roman do the same submission move, and I'm like, well, right now he is currently booked as the most dominant Universal Champion on the roster since its inception. What the hell else you think he gonna do? He not finna do no other moves that could really cost him the match. They're booking him as being this dominant force. So by and large, he's gonna do other stuff that's gonna make him be that dominant person. Flip the script on Bianca. As I had said earlier, Bianca, it had seemed that Bianca was holding her braid to get the win. I didn't see it. Her fans didn't see it. Some of the smart fans didn't see it. But I saw it as Bayley tried to do the same thing, but it didn't work. But when Bianca did it, she kind of did it better and outsmarted Bayley. Thus, Bayley's temper tantrum she threw at the end of the match, where she was berating Michael Cole. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So, moving on. I think that was it. From the show. Monday Night Raw. I'm interested to see what would happen now with Ricochet and Sheamus. Because I think that could be something cool. Then we got the fallout from the Raw Women's Championship match. What's Charlotte gonna do next? Blah, blah, blah. The Women's Tag Team Championships. I need either the Riot Squad or Naomi and Lana to win them from Tamina. Now listen, big congratulations to Tamina for finally getting her very first title in WWE period. She been there as long as probably Natty and Natty. And seeing her get the women's tag team championships like on SmackDown this past Friday, I was happy for her. But I'm torn between the Riot Squad and Naomi and Lana. Reason being is that deep down, I really, 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 really want Naomi to be in the Raw or SmackDown Women's Championship picture because it's been a while since she's held the title, and I feel like that she would be more suited for that title picture as opposed to the women's tag team title picture. But that's just me. So yeah, I saw that, but I but didn't they have Nikki Cross win that match? Yeah, I heard I seen bits and pieces of that match, but didn't they have Nikki Cross win that match, Elena? Because I think oh okay, I thought they did. I just think that with I don't know. I like I said, I really, really would love to see Naomi in the singles like Raw Women's Championship picture. But I think in order for her to get there, she might have to go. Her and Lana might have to go and win the women's tag team championships for a while, and then maybe she'll hopefully she'll win and move her way up to getting back in the women's championship picture because she is women's champion material. They just don't give her the time or the dedication to her character and her development to see just how she could do just that. Hold on, I'm gonna add something to this thing that I hadn't had in the last 30 minutes. I'm trying to see. Cause right now on the Raw there is a I don't know if it's a Raw Tag Team Championship match, but there is a tag team match between the new Raw Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Omos versus Elias and Jackson Riker. So Elias is one of those that I'm still trying to figure out, but I'm I don't want to say excited. I'm curious to see what WWE is going to do with him. Oh no, it's not a tag team match. It's a singles match with AJ and Elias. Um, don't mind the beeping in the background. That's my neighbors setting their fire alarms off because I guess the smoke got to it. Um, so that's what I'm waiting on with the women's tag team championships. The Raw, really and truly, there needs to be a new Raw Tag Team Champion, new Raw Tag Team Champions, because I don't know about AJ and Omos. Um, Raw Women's Championship. I would love to see Rhea defend it. Who's on the let me look and see who's on the Raw roster that could because alright. So Naomi, Nia, and Shayna. As much as I don't like seeing Nia with a championship, I I think that in order for the Raw Women's Championship to have some merit or significance, um, she just might. And then Charlotte's another one. I hate to say it, but Charlotte's one of the ones that could hold the roster together until like Becky Lynch comes back. Yeah, I would like to see her get into the Raw title picture, simply because she could be a legit champion, a legit Raw Women's champion. Now, I will say that I absolutely did not like Shayna. For some odd reason, I just did not like Shayna. But I guess with her on her singles run, I'm fine with. But when she teams with somebody, I can't. But like I said, Shayna, Charlotte, Naomi, and I would actually like to see Alexa Bliss in the ring again, not doing all this other ish she got going on. Oh, but we'll see. I'm trying to get an estimate on when Becky Lynch is coming back, but ain't no telling. She's been training, getting her body back in shape after having the baby, which is a beautiful baby from the side pictures that I've seen. What other championship is on? So we got the Raw, WWE Tag, and it's another championship. I think that's it. We got the Raw Tag, Raw Women, WWE, in the United States. So those four is on Raw. And then SmackDown has the Universal, SmackDown Women, SmackDown Tag, Intercontinental Championship. Speaking of Intercontinental Champions, can we please get Apollo Crews away from the Intercontinental Championship? Not that he couldn't be not that he's not a credible Intercontinental Champion. I just don't like this gimmick he got going on right now. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the accent. Maybe it's Commander Aziz. I don't know. I've always I wanted to travel up to Iowa just to see the school, just to peep in and see who's there and what's going on. I know a couple of my wrestlers that I watch. Seth being one of them, which I'm gonna get to Seth in a minute. Um, but Seth, I've always wanted to check out Seth's school. I've always wanted to check out Tyler Breeze's wrestling school and Dustin Rhodes, his new school that he has now in Texas. But speak, Elena, have you seen the latest drip from Seth? Because I thought he had topped himself the other week with I don't know who gives him the green light on these outfits, but some of these suits I guess I have to see it a couple more times, but initially I was like, no, 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 no. I guess because with the jacket, it had the colors coming from up top, coming down, and then on the shirt, it was looked like it was going up. I don't know. I guess all his suit choices have to grow on me. I don't know, but I guess out of all the suits he's worn so far, that one had to be the one I liked the most. But the other ones, no. Whoever gave him the green light to get those suits outside of the one from last night need to be fired on the spot. I guess if you look at it that way, it would be cool. But me and knowing how he typically dresses, yeah, I guess I've been in on the Rollins suit game this whole time too, simply because it's all. Once I see it, I'm kind of like I don't know, but then I let it sit and marinate for a minute, and I'm like maybe. But I'm curious to know how Becky has been feeling about seeing him in all these suits, different style of suits. That's what I'm wondering. Um, there was something else. Oh, I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Aleister Black. I've seen the last couple vignettes, and I normally don't say this about superstars who have been gone for a while but start doing vignettes as they're making their way back. But I'm kind of interested to find out. I'm kind of interested to find out what exactly Alistair is gonna, what WWE is gonna do with Alistair Black. Now, the one downside of being a fan of WWE is WWE's ability to irritate the hell out of me. Reason being, the recent signing of Eva Marie. Now, I have been uber critical of Eva. I felt like that she was more eye candy than a wrestler. So I'm genuinely curious to find out. I'm genuinely curious to find out if her wrestling game had, like her wrestling ability, I should say, her wrestling ability has improved since the last time she was in the WWE ring. Because she would get booed out of the freaking building. Now, no homo, but Eva Marie is a beautiful woman. Period. I'm not going to discredit her and say she ugly. She not ugly. She is very beautiful. But when you are in the sport of professional wrestling, that you have to be able to do more than just look sexy. At least that's how I see it. At least that's how I see it. Oh, me too. Oh, definitely me too. Like when the initial announcement went down on Raw that she's returning to WWE, I literally said, so you let go of Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, and Mickie James to sign her. You really, really let go of Peyton, Billie, and Mickie to sign her back. Like, I agree with you. If she can't, her wrestler, if she can't work in the ring, she got to go. She is literally, her first match back in WWE need to be against like Naomi or Charlotte or somebody. Just so we can see what she working with. Because again, if she cannot work within the confines of the WWE ring, she got to go. Period. Because you let go of the Iconics, which they made WWE buku money. Pause. Okay. But yeah, that's my take on Eva Marie. Can we talk about whatever the hell is going on with Alexa Bliss? Because I was cool with the whole her and the Fiend. I was cool with it. Even though I kind of wanted her just to break off from the Fiend and this whole whatever she got going on. So she's doing an episode of Alexa's Playground tonight on Raw and having the new women's tag team champions Natalya and Tamina on the show. I don't know what to expect from this. I literally don't know what the heck to expect from this. But we'll see. We will see. Listen. Whoever's on this Raw creative team, they all need to be sat in a room and be like, listen, I need y'all to come up with some better ish than this. For real, for real. Like, I don't know what's the deal with this whole Sonya Deville thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what the heck is going on. I don't even know what the heck is going on with Raw. Period. Especially them teaming, slapping a tag team together of Randy and Riddle. Are we really doing that? Now, I'm sure Randy had some input on what they got going on. Listen, I gotta turn my air on because it's hot. so excuse the noise in the back. Right, Randy and Riddle make me laugh too. Like, y'all really taking a 14-time world champion in Randy Orton and putting him with somebody like Riddle? For real? At least if you're gonna make a tag team with Randy, put him with Drew or somebody other than Riddle. Hell, put him with, well, I wouldn't say put him with the New Day, but hell, put him with Kofi for a minute. I don't, somebody other than friggin' Matt Riddle. Anywho, I'm just here, just rambling and watching Raw at the same time. But Elena, I don't know if I doubt you watch AEW, but there's a lot going on over there too. And I had to take. Yeah, I honestly think that he could learn a lot from Randy by teaming with him, because Randy's been in the game for a while, so there's a lot that Riddle can learn from him. So right now I am looking at a commercial for this North American Championship match. Johnny Gargano and Bronson Reed inside of a steel cage, which I will more than likely. I know tomorrow I'm not doing anything wrestling related. I am covering a show that I'm sure none of you probably ever watched before, which I'll explain, give details within the match, or within the confines of what the show is all about. So, Elena, I need your opinion on something, because you gave me. I decided to do a fan cast, but not with the Harry Potter characters. Can I tell you what show I'm doing a fan cast of that is gonna be amazing? Which that list probably won't get revealed till next Wednesday. But I'm excited because I'm gonna have to I'm gonna do a fan cast of Game of Thrones. I'm going to attempt to do a fan cast of Game of Thrones with the WWE NXT rosters. So pray for me, because you know I gotta go through and remember. Okay, there's the Stark family, the Targaryens, the Baratheons, the Lannisters, all of them families. I gotta go through each of them and figure out which WWE superstar would fit with who. So yeah, I am going to do a fan cast of Game of Thrones, which I'll start discussing that. Yeah. Because doing fan casts of like any show with another set of people is always fun, because you're trying to figure out who fits the character the best, and What I might do also is do a fan cast of the Vampire Diaries and the originals. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's that. Tomorrow I am going to start discussing a show by the name the name of the show is called Power, and it's been on Stars for the last 6.5 years. So that's a lot of content I can go through and start discussing. So that'll be tomorrow. Wednesday is Game of Thrones, strictly Game of Thrones. Thursday I will not stream. That's my off day. Friday is Marvel, because I flip flop these two, the Monday and Friday. Today was actually supposed to be for Marvel MCU stuff, but I decided to flip it and do wrestling on Mondays, Marvel MCU, all that on Fridays. Saturdays, no. Scratch that. Mondays is wrestling. Fridays is watch party. Fridays. Although I might flip it and do Saturdays. So Friday is Marvel MCU. Saturday is watch party, like watching movies and stuff. Sundays is sports. So I have a general idea of what I want to do, which I would need to go and change my schedule on the website on Twitch. It will. So yeah, that's the plan for the week. Now it may change. I don't know yet. Natalia and Tamina looking around the Lexus playground like, the hell is this? But again, I am genuinely happy. Excuse me, for Natalia and Tamina, especially Tamina. Now Natalia's been champion more times than Tamina. So again, I'm genuinely happy for Tamina getting her first ever championship in WWE. Hey. This whole time I thought I couldn't hear the darn TV and it went mute. So there's a rematch for the Women's Tag Team Championships with Nia and Shayna. Prayers that Natalia and Tamina keep the titles. Anywho's the what's it's. So yeah. Tomorrow when I do Power, I'm gonna discuss season 1, which ain't got that many episodes, so I can go ahead and discuss that in one stream. So we'll do that tomorrow, and then I will. Don't know where I'm gonna start first with Game of Thrones. Now I will say ahead of time that I've only seen the show. I have not read the books. So whatever I decide to discuss, which may be season 1, I'm only coming from the I'm only coming from the standpoint of what I know from the show. So we'll see how they go. And then Friday, when I do my Marvel MCU stuff, I'm gonna start discussing Loki. gonna discuss Loki and everything that he got going on in the MCU. And with his new show coming out, I am excited to find out what he been up to since disappearing in Endgame. I am too. I again, like most characters, some of the characters have to grow on me first. Loki is one of those characters. Loki, I did not like Loki at first. I'm actually genuinely excited to find out what Loki has been up to. What kind of shenanigans has Loki been in since Endgame? I thoroughly enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision, which I'm excited for Doctor Strange too. That ain't coming out till next year. That was supposed to come out this year, but because of the pandemic, it had to get pushed back. Man. Anywho, I'm excited for Doctor Strange too. I know this year they have a bunch. Marvel has a bunch coming out this year. I know with Loki coming out next month on the 9th. And then Black Widow in July. I don't know if another Disney show is coming out before Shang-Chi or after. I don't know. But I do know Loki, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, The Eternals. Hold on, let me see. Okay, the Marvel movies that are supposed to come out this year is Black Widow, The Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Shang-Chi, Venom 2. Yeah, Loki June 9th, Black Widow July 9th, Shang-Chi September 3rd, The Eternals November 5th, Spider-Man No Way Home is December 17th, and I'm looking forward to what the What If series is going to be about, and Hawkeye, and Miss Marvel. So, can't wait. Marvel's got a lot that's coming out. And then, of course, next year, March 25th, 2022, Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness. I kind of sort of wish they would have left them sing. Now listen, I know I kind of diverted from wrestling right now because Angel Garza is on my TV, and he's gonna have a whole match with Drew Gulak. That being said, I know I diverted from wrestling to Marvel, but I'll dive more into it Friday. I kind of wish that they would have left. I wish they would have found a way to get Benedict and Kat on set to film the other scenes that were supposed to be in WandaVision, because I have recently seen a video that showed the deleted scenes from WandaVision that made absolutely positively much more sense than what the bullcrap, the things they put in the show that's on there. I said, I know COVID messed everything up, but I know COVID messed everything up for WandaVision because, listen, there was a lot more that was supposed to happen in that show that didn't happen because of COVID. But I need those deleted scenes to be on Disney Plus so I can go watch them. Because I'm like, those deleted scenes made more sense than what's in there, what's in the show now. Also, if you're watching me on YouTube or Facebook, besides Twitch, what up? Hit that like button. If you're watching me on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below your thoughts on what I've been talking about throughout this duration of the show. But I do honestly, I can't wait to dive into the show known as Loki. Because he's become one of my favorite anti-heroes. He's not necessarily a villain. He's more like an anti-hero than a villain. He's more, like I said, more anti-hero than a villain. Anyway, flipping back to wrestling. Again, Nia and Shayna have a rematch against Tamina and Natalya for the women's tag team championships. Just go on and pin him, and can we move on, please? There was something else I was going to say. Let me look at I bet you I look at the roster right now, I can tell you exactly what the heck I need to talk about. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bobby Lashley. I don't think I've ever been a fan of Bobby Lashley. I will never be a fan of Bobby Lashley. Braun Strowman. That was what I was going to talk about. Braun Strowman. Listen, he has all the physical attributes. Yeah, I think so too. I guess I have to, again, he's one of those that has to grow on me. Yeah, the Rose thing with Gulak is stupid. This time he stuffed it down his throat, not up his butt. But getting back to what I was saying about Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman has all the physical attributes to be one of the most dominant big man champions in WWE. It's just finding the right person to finally get him over the hump and let him be who he is. Right now, R-Truth is in the middle of an interview, but he's acting like he's hiding. You know, he's the 24/7 Selma Lem I-95 South TV European champion. Who is that? That's Tozawa. Anyway, yeah, so Braun Strowman, like I said, it's a matter of time before the likes of somebody like Braun Strowman and Cesaro get the titles. Okay, Damian Priest is actually one of my favorites coming out of. Cesaro just won the 24/7 championship. But Truth is gonna get it back for like the 50th time. So Damian Priest, like I said, Damian Priest is one of those from NXT that I've actually been keeping my eye on, because put him with the right person opposite him, he could do some major things. One person that I actually really want to work with Damian Priest is Randy Orton. I really want to see what that could be. After Randy, of course, is done with Real, which it ain't gonna be too much longer. So yeah, that's Damian Priest. There are a few that I really want to see work together. Now, if we flip over to SmackDown, there's a couple of matchups that I could possibly see in some near future on SmackDown. Whenever Aleister Black comes back, I want to see what he can do with Roman. I really want to see that. Like I said, I want to see what could possibly happen with Roman and Aleister, and then honestly, I kind of want to see what Aleister and Corbin could do too. And then, like, tag team wise, you got some. Well, you ain't got no heavy hitters. Well, I take that back. You do got at least one heavy hitting team on SmackDown, that being the Street Profits. I'm waiting to find out if the Usos are going to be able to get the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And I want to see what they could do against the Street Profits. The Street Profits are very. This is my opinion. But I feel like Riddle, Kofi, and Woods are just trying to break Randy every time they do it. Yeah. Like I said, the writing, the storylines on Raw, to me, don't make no sense. But I kind of like saying, wow, y'all so much. Oh my god. Yeah. Because, Randy is this uptight. Randy is very uptight. Very uptight. Yeah, I feel like they're trying to make him laugh too. Because, Randy's very uptight. And they got to figure out something with him. So we'll see what happens with that. But there's a lot of matchups within both rosters that could work. But I wish both rosters was working both shows. But I understand why they just got the brand split. That commercial is so stupid. Anyway, NXT with the return of Bobby Fish. I see that playing out to be a reunion of sorts with Kyle and Bobby. But we'll see how that goes. But right now, Kyle still probably maybe needs to get at Adam Cole. Not Chugs, but Adam Cole. Because I feel like they still got at least one more brutal match left in them before they just done with each other. They're setting up for a part 2 with Karen. I didn't watch NXT last week, but I do know that they're setting up a part 2 with Finn and Karen. Now, he's another one that people have literally just made me upset just reading and listening to them talk. And Karen's one of them. I'll get back here in a minute. This commercial with Eva Marie? No. That's because you weren't appealing as much, ma'am. And they got her saying evolution, like, no. And that irritates me to no end. They're really making this a thing. They are really making this a thing. They are really making this a thing. They having a match. Well, they having a match against the New Day. Where he's having a match against the New Day. So it's Kofi versus Randy in a singles match. And I need Kofi back in the title picture as well. As much as I love the New Day, I need Kofi back in the title picture with the quickness. They did him wrong with his title run after Mania. Yeah, so I need Kofi back in the title picture. I don't need Randy back in the title picture for a while, at least. But getting back to the Usos and the Street Profits, I would love to see what those two tag teams could do. It's 8 o'clock, so that's why I'm getting sleepy. What was I gonna say? I will love any environment, whether it's a regular tag team match, Hell in a Cell, Steel Cage. I really want to see what those two tag teams could do. Now, will that pairing happen? I hope so. But we'll see what happens. I think Bianca's next opponent should be not Bailey and not Sasha for a while. I think it should be Carmella. Despite what I may think about her, I'm not gonna tell you what I think about her because that'll be a long conversation. I just think that in order to give each woman a chance at the title, the next logical person would be Carmella. Carmella, then Ruby or Liv. And I hope and pray that Reckoning goes back to her name as Mia Yim because I don't like that name for her. I need her to go back to being Mia Yim, the HBIC. Could you imagine that though? The HBIC and Mia Yim versus the EST. That would be a hell of a match. I'm glad that WWE has not decided to do any call-ups as of yet because there's a lot of unresolved things in NXT with certain superstars that needs to be settled and finished before they are able to move on to the main roster. And one of those people would be Adam Cole. Listen, Adam Cole has been one of my favorites since the beginning. And I personally would love to see him have a match with Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship. Not that he has to win it, but I would love to see what he could do because they teased it when he was still champion, but never really got to do it. So, I would like to see what that they could do in the ring together with Karrion and Adam Cole. Now, my favorite thing right now going on in NXT is this whole dynamic between Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis. Listen, that has got to be the most hilarious / most adorable thing ever between a man who don't talk, who has not said a word since stepping into NXT. Oh, I ship it. Listen, I ship Indy and Dexter so hard. The ship hit for me when that whole thing went down where it was Dexter and somebody in the ring. I want to say it was him and Johnny in the ring. No, Johnny wasn't even in the ring. It was him and somebody. But I think Austin had just gotten rescued. He had just gotten rescued. And it was a match that Dexter was having with somebody, and Johnny was trying to get them to like distract him. But when Indy went to distract him, you know how you get when you see a real like handsome dude. When you see a real handsome dude, and you just be like, and you start stumbling and looking crazy, and start being like, oh, hey, call me. That type of thing. That's when it hit for me, because Indy was like, said, this chick here is gonna be somebody to know. So I need that whole dynamic with Dexter, Indy. Dexter and Austin need to settle their differences. Okay, I see the good look, the good matching look with Naomi and Lana. Yes, but yes, I ship Index so hard. That's probably the one thing I'm looking forward to the most while I'm watching NXT. Here she come. Here come Cruella. Cruella on the TV. By Cruella, I mean Charlotte. But yes, I ship Indy and Dexter so hard. I didn't think I would like them as a ship, but I love them as a ship.
Last night listening to Backlash, so I can't be disappointed. But what makes you think you get a one-on-one match with the champion? Adam, I was not pinned, so technically I did not lose.
Well, yeah, true.
I get where you're coming from, but the decision isn't solely mine. So beat Asuka tonight, and then we will consider your request. That's fair. Okay. That should not be a problem. Oh, I think it might be.
Rhea, go somewhere with your petty self.
I came here to tell Sonya and Adam that I'm ready for some new competition. Because Charlotte, to me, you're nothing but yesterday's news. Would you like a preview of tonight's headline? Charlotte Flair beats Asuka. And we watch closely because if history repeats itself like it has 13 times, when you and I go one-on-one, I will be the new Raw Women's Champion.
Yeah, that was awkward. Anywho, yeah, the one thing on NXT that I look forward to the most is seeing what happens next with Indy and Dexter. That literally, that's the only thing. I'll be happy to see Kyle, Bobby, Adam, Finn, um, and Karrion. But I'll be looking forward to seeing what would happen next with Indy and Dexter. All right, so I have rambled on long enough. So that means that I have to see who is. I know who we're gonna raid. Thank you, Elena and Claire. I know she's not on. She's currently streaming right now, but thank you guys for coming in to my stream, even though I have been rambling this whole entire time. So those of y'all who are watching me on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching me on Facebook, hit that like button, hit that share button. Share it to your friends, your family, co-workers, everybody you know. Tell them to slide on over and hit up Breezy. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to start discussing the details of Power Season 1. I might have missed a few details in the show while watching it, but I'm going to go through each episode and discuss it. What happened, what could have happened, blah, blah, blah. Start with Season 1, where we're going to meet Ghost, Tommy, Tasha, Tasha, Lobos, and a few other characters. So, with that being said, we are going to go rate my girl. Hold on, because my computer being stupid right now. We're gonna go rate my girl Claire and tell her Queen Breezy sent you over. But tell her Breezy sent you over. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm trying to get to a place where I can read. So let me get to my page because I should have had it up already. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna start talking season 1 of Power. And we'll get into it. Tomorrow. We're gonna. They say it's a big rich town. Yeah, I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life. I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Yeah, I just happen to come up far. Legal, baby. I gotta make it. Let's try this again.